EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, here in Dallas, winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. But this team this year may have even extra pressure on their shoulders in what might very well be the toughest division in football.
And that extra pressure will go on the offensive side of the ball. They'll need consistent play from the quarterback position because they are very explosive. And on the defensive side, they want to continue to take the ball away and make themselves contenders in the NFC East.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders, this is a team that many think could be the fourth best in the NFC East, but they've got a pretty strong defense that's going to probably keep them in some ball games.
Their investment in talent has certainly paid off. Number 4 against the pass a season ago. Number 4 overall in total defense. Nothing to shake a stick at. If they get good quarterback play, look out.
The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
Howell got the nod from Commanders leadership to be the team's starter this year. A nice bump for last year's 5th-round pick. One start as a rookie. It didn't look bad at all, winning the team's finale. And let's not forget, this is a guy who's once viewed as a first-round pick. So there's plenty of promise hidden beneath the surface.
Howell out of the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions and only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And It's the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Holding, receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Some good run there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Aubrey now for the point after. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Washington offense going back to work. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st. On 1st down, Howell. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Howell from the gun. Keeps himself upright. And that'll be incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's got some space here. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Trying to run forward with Pollard. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know the this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. Well, there you see it. A hat trick of touchdowns, and we're in the first half. I'm betting that he was over there saying, feed me.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
I got to eat.
There is no doubt, and he's real hungry right now, isn't he? I mean, let's be honest about the whole thing. We don't have to be on the field to understand what he's telling everyone. Give me the ball. We're locked in with the offensive line. They're taking care of business, and I'm finishing things off.
Well, heck, he might be able to turn this into an historic event. We'll see. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Looking to throw. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now a 2nd and 6. To the air again, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Powell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A 6-yard pickup brings up the second.
They'll go play action. Howell.
42-yard line.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Howell now to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Howell. And that is incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Sly able to put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this 1st half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A second down throw for Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. So we've hit halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Second half begins with a run by Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's good for the Cowboys.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now left side on the swing pass. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Now Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. Now Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They run with a rookie from K-State, Deuce Vaughn. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Prescott now. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Still going. Terry McLaurin moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 94 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Pollard going to try the right side. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 69 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Commanders 17.
Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And you'd have to figure, he got the ball quite a bit last drive. You see the numbers, that now they're looking to chew some clock. He's going to get it even more here.
I would think so, because they have momentum going in their direction. They moved the ball that way on their last drive, and you know they're trying to lock this game down. But also, don't be surprised if they mix in a few passes along the way as well, so they can't just totally key on him on this drive.
Interesting. We'll see if that happens. Either way, looking to hold this lead. Let's see if they can do it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 142 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Deron Payne busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Deron Payne drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Powell throwing on first down here. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. Here comes 2nd down at 5. The play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. That's Samuel, caught left side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. A give to Pollard running left. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
Sit down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.